Let's get into it, and we'll start with Devonte Smith, 53.5. I heard there was a 52.5. I wish I could do that one, but I think we're good. As we mentioned, the schematics of it all are very, very good. A.J. Brown is not doing well schematically against cover 2 and cover 3, which they'll run half the time. Meanwhile, DeVonta averaging a robust 2.92 fantasy points per route run. Or yards per route run, sorry. And yeah, he's kind of the guy that they look for against these zone heavy defenses. Oh, and he's good. I've always been a massive Devonte Smith fan, pretty much ranking him over his ADP every year, every single year. Now, probably not working out wonderfully this year, but we still have half the season almost to go. Next up, Christian Watson. We're going over 40.5 based on the schematics of it all. They run cover 3, cover 1. Man, you want that. A lot, 52% of the time, as I said. Jair Alexander didn't make the trip. So now we're going to be looking at Adoree Jackson. And that's the matchup you want. They've been weak at that number 2 corner spot the whole time. I mean, at the end of the day, when you get past Philly's secondary, once you get past Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell, they're all beatable. They have 2 studs, though. But the rest of the guys are beatable. I like Watson here over 40.5. Downfield guy. You know, no Tucker Kraft. Wicks is banged up. Doubs should see a lot more of the aforementioned Quinyon Mitchell. So it is setting up pretty well here for Watson. Next up, I'm going to go a little bit of a rando one, but Josh Jacobs over 18.5 receiving yards. Philly has been pretty damn good against the run, number 1. Let's see here. They do give up the 10th most receiving yards per game to running backs. That's first and foremost. The rushing doesn't look that promising as well. But, you know, he's been getting the volume. Philly gives up the 9th fewest adjusted yards before contact. So that should lead them to pass it a little bit more or get him the ball in space in that regard. As I mentioned, they give up healthy 10th most receiving yards per game in the running backs. He also got 3 grabs for 40 receiving against them in the playoffs last year. And I want to look to see, because over at fantasypoints.com, you know, one of the methods I use is to see how much further we are from the prop. And for example, our guy Chris Wecht, the guy has one job. He does projections. That's it. That's all he does. A data scientist from the University of Delaware. Shout out to the Blue Hens. I have a son who's a graduate as well. Great school, if you're thinking about it. But we are projecting 27 yards, which is 64% more. That's a lot. So we're going with it. Same thing with Jordan Love, because the Eagles do give up rushing production to quarterbacks. So they're actually giving up, I looked it up, the 3rd most schedule adjusted fantasy points per game to quarterbacks on the ground over the last 5 weeks. And for example, we are projecting 14.5, which is 38% more. Once you get over 35% in terms of the difference between the projections and the prop number, I think we're looking good there. Now, I'm taking all overs here. We are in November. It would be irresponsible for me to only take overs here in November. I mean, I've been making such a big deal out of it all year. And we are 8-1, which I probably just cursed the record there. But I've got 2 unders here, and to the hashtag analysis that we've put out today, A.J. Brown. I'd rather go under the catch total prop, like I did with Oronde Gadsden. By the way, that was still hitting, because he was not doing crap before he got hurt in the 3rd quarter. Maybe not, but that was looking good. We did the catch total prop on the under with Marvin Harrison as well. Granted, the yardage fell as well. But just on the chance he makes like one big play, with the schematics looking poor, I don't know if he does that. Probably not against Green Bay, because they're zone heavy and all that. But yeah, I think it's going to be Devonte Smith, Dallas Goedert, maybe a little bit more Hurts running a little bit in this one. And of course, Barkley, maybe Jahan Dotson. I don't know. But I just think that it's a good play. It's only fifth on my list, so it's only the fifth favorite. I am a little afraid, I'll be honest. I'm a little scared to put the unders at the top because, again, that's not totally my wheelhouse, but just filling in the best unders I see here in November, and it's going well. Next up was Romeo Doubs. Under, same deal, same principle, under 4.5 receptions. I do believe that he will see a good amount of Quinyon Mitchell. I don't think they'll do a travel situation. That's always a possibility, but I mean, if they traveled Mitchell on anybody, I'm thinking it might be Watson, but he's not impervious to giving up big plays. Eagles do use that cover 3, cover 1 shell combination at a 52% clip. He's all right against it at 1.89 yards per route run. Philly also, again, gives up the 7th most receiving yards per game, but just the 13th fewest yards per route run. Basically, he'll have a beatable matchup probably half the time, but the other half he'll have a tough matchup. And it could be more if they opt to travel Quinyon Mitchell. But the problem is, the fact is, based on the alignment numbers, where they line up, Doubs will see a lot of Mitchell. So I'm going to go under here on that. He'll probably catch 4, but will he catch 5? That's kind of a big number for Romeo Doubs. So let's do it. And then let's take a look at our singular touchdown prop today. Full disclosure, we got to pick somebody. You know, I had a friend of mine text me last night about, like, he wanted to get in on something with the Charger Steeler game. He's like, who do you like tonight? I'm like, I don't really like anybody, but if I had to take somebody, I would go with Ladd McConkey. And I feel the same way about this guy. Ladd McConkey went over 100 and he scored. He was clearly the cream of the crop. Somebody's got to be the guy. I'm going with Christian Watson, baby. Anytime touchdown at plus 290. In addition to filling in and, you know, helping out and being more involved because of no Tucker Kraft, he's a good downfield threat. He's a good big play threat. Good red zone threat. I mean, I've interviewed Christian Watson. I have a photo of me and Christian Watson. I'm 6'2". I have a photo of me and him, and he looks like my dad. I'm like up to his shoulder. He's a tall dude. Great guy, for sure. I am friends with Bo Melton's father, as I mentioned a million times. I asked him, that Watson, good dude, right? He's like, oh, yeah. I'm like, there you go. So we like backing good dudes, guys like that. And we'll do it. Plus 290 for the anytime touchdown. Last thing on the docket would, in fact, be the Monday night special. It's very simple. We're talking Christian Watson. We're talking Adoree Jackson. We're talking good vibes. We're talking improved hands. We're talking Jordan Love with a big arm. We're talking a big game. We're talking the Eagles not impervious to giving up big plays. So let's go 80 yards or more for Christian Watson at plus 326. You're welcome.
Thanks for watching, but don't let the betting insights end here. If you want an extra edge this football season, you can get a month of VSiN Pro right now absolutely free. That means access to our betting insights, analysis, and tools like our betting splits at zero cost to you. Click the link in the description to sign up.